Hi folks, this is Jay. Hope you're okay today. I just want to share a little thought about a German theologian called Schleiermacher. Schleiermacher was a 19th century theologian, and basically with the onslaught of the scientific method in the 19th century, Schleiermacher retreated theology into feeling and said that the ground of theology was this dependence on God, not on the Bible, not upon really Christ, but it was a feeling of dependence on God. But when he used the word God, he didn't mean a personal God. It was kind of like a feeling or something. Now that was Schleiermacher in the 19th century, and theology's moved on, and sad to say it's got even worse in the academy, theologically speaking, in the universities around the Western world. Things have got even worse than in the days of Schleiermacher. So before Schleiermacher, many theologians would be holding on to the Word of God. When Schleiermacher came along, there was a sort of a large-scale abandonment of Orthodox Christianity in many ways in the academy, in the universities and theological seminaries, because Schleiermacher said we can't defend an objective truth, and he retreated into kind of feelings, that religion is about feelings. There's no objective truth in that, and retreated into that ground of that religion is the ground of dependence upon something which was very ill-defined. And I want to read this quote. It's by another theologian, a German theologian, who was orthodox but in the middle. He was called what we call a mediating theologian, which I don't agree with. I'm conservative evangelical, but he was a mediating theologian in the middle, and he said this about Schleiermacher. He said about Schleiermacher, the Moravian Brotherhood was his mother, Greece was his nurse. In other words, Schleiermacher's spirituality was rooted in the Moravians. Now the Moravians were kind of evangelical, spiritual type people with spiritual experiences, mystical experiences. So the Moravian Brotherhood was his mother, Greece was his nurse. So what Donna's saying is the Moravian Brotherhood, these pious evangelical spiritual experiences, were the basis of Schleiermacher. But then it says was his mother and Greece was his nurse. In other words, it was philosophy. The sort of Western philosophical tradition was the sort of foundation of Schleiermacher. Now, when he talks about the Moravian, when Donna talks about the Moravian Brotherhood there, Schleiermacher didn't take on what Count Zinzendorf, who was the founder of the Moravians, believed. Count Zinzendorf would have believed what I believe, that we have the Bible as the Word of God and Christianity is objectively true, etc. When Donna uses the word Moravian Brotherhood was his mother, for Schleiermacher as his foundation, he's kind of talking about the spiritual experiences, but not with the content. And then when he's saying Greece was his nurse, it's saying that Schleiermacher was founded on the Western philosophical tradition. So Donna, the Moravian Brotherhood was his mother, Greece was his nurse, about Schleiermacher. What I want to say about that is what Charles Hodge said about Schleiermacher. He said, Charles Hodge said, he was a great theologian of the 19th century. He said, Charles Hodge says, compares Schleiermacher to a ladder in a pit, a good thing for those who wish to get out, but not for those who wish to get in. So, you know, he didn't have really much crux with Schleiermacher. And Charles Hodge actually went on holiday for a year, well, a sabbatical for a year, to Germany, and he studied Schleiermacher, sat under his teaching, and he came across, and he kind of was finding it strange, because Schleiermacher was talking about Christ a lot, but Charles Hodge felt uncomfortable because it just didn't seem to be grounded in any objective truth. Okay, there was no belief the Bible was the Word of God and Jesus Christ was truly a historical figure. So Charles Hodge